All right. Let's fucking do it. Rock!
It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. And we never grow. Time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. And we never grow. Time for the Dusty Show.
Woo! That's my cue. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the universe's finest program. It's the Dusty Show. Thank you guys for joining me. A little salty today. I went off on Bob Hawk a little bit in the chat. I apologize, Bob Hawk. When you hear why I'm salty today, though, maybe you'll forgive me a little bit. Had a kind of an annoying, rough day. We'll get there in a minute. Anyway, as always, folks, please consider super chatting me. The lifeblood of the show is the super chats. You don't want the show to die, do you? It'll die without your super chats. Anyway, over here by the chat is a $. Click it, donate money, then a big fat Dusty will pop up and eat your money. So feed Fat Dusty and support the kiddies and me and the world's greatest show if you want to. I'm going to read everything you say at halftime and then end of the show. So do it to it. Thank you in advance. And now it's time for me to tell you about my shitty, horrible day. So here's what happened, folks. Guys, remember I told you on a couple shows ago that one of you viewers got the Apple Vision Pro and got it on February 2nd. Lucky son of a bitch. It's the first day anybody was able to get any. I guess you were online order, the pre-order as soon as it went live. Anyway, so tried it out for a day and was like, I'm not going to keep this thing. This thing's $4,000. It's crazy. And I, as you guys might know, am sort of an expert on VR headsets. I've had over a dozen VR headsets since they started making them available to consumers. I'm what you call a hardcore enthusiast. I'm one of the ones that get around mod, tinker around. I'm on the very, very high level of VR. So this person's like, I'd like to get Dusty's opinion on the Apple Vision Pro headset, since it's the most expensive and supposedly they say it's the most technologically advanced product ever released to the public. And I was like, yeah, I'll try it out. Because here's the deal. I'll send it to you, but you break it, you buy it. You're totally responsible for it. You got to pay me back if you break it. And you're also responsible for sending it back to Apple and get me the refund in 2 weeks. And if that doesn't happen, you got to pay me. And I was like, I can do that. That's no problem. Hell yeah. So he shipped the thing to me. UPS. I got the tracking number and everything. And it got from his state to UPS to Memphis. Memphis is high crime. And it got stolen. Somebody stole it. Here's my theory. They knew. The fuck's that noise? Hey, what are you doing? The cats are over here smoking my e-cig. That's crazy. Don't do that. You don't want that. That's not good for you. It's not good for me either. Nuts. Anyway, so it got stolen, and I had to contact UPS. So I know it was really stolen. The guy was a bullshit me, and I had the tracking number and everything. My theory is that they knew what size the boxes were and the weight. And since all the Apple Vision Pros was being sent out that week for the first time, somebody at UPS just yoinked the thing. It's like a box with $4,000 in it. Of course I'm taking it. That's worth giving my job up for. So eventually, he contacted Apple and they contacted me, UPS did, and I told them that I didn't get the package. It did not seem like UPS was very interested in finding the people that stole it. They kind of ended their investigation very quickly, and they're like, we don't have enough information about this. So fuck off, basically. So I guess they're trying to cover for their employee or whatever that stole it. Anyway, eventually, Apple finally did send it to me. They sent it to the guy first, and the guy sent it to me, but it was unopened because they sent him a new one, and he already had a look at it. So they sent me a brand new one, unopened in the fucking box. And I have it right here. Show it to you guys. Open this case up. And here it is. Now, as I said, it's a loaner. I have to return this in a week, but I'm going to return it even sooner than that because what happened today was what really made me angry. So, actually, this happened last night. So I got the thing yesterday, and I tried it out for about 2 hours. Most of that time was just the setup. You know, you have to put it on, set the whole goddamn thing up, put your ID into it, and get a feel for how it works. And then the battery was dead. It has this battery that attaches to it. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to take it and charge the battery up. And so then when I plugged it back in, it said, put your passcode in. And I know what my passcode was. It's the same passcode I use for everything. It's my social security number. It's the first digits of my social security number. So I put that in, and it was like, passcode not accepted. And I was like, what? And so I tried again. Passcode not accepted. Try again in an hour. And I was like, what the fuck? I know I put the right passcode in. It makes you like put it in twice when you're putting your passcode in the first time. I know I didn't fucking put the wrong passcode in. So I looked it up, and apparently it's a problem with these Apples. Some people put the passcode in and start remembering the passcode correctly. So here's the bullshit part. You can't reset it. You have to take the thing into an Apple store to get your passcode reset. So basically this thing is a $4,000 brick right now. It is unusable. And so I was like, okay, well, this is fucking bullshit. Obviously there's a bug in your system where you sent me a defective product, right? So, I mean, I'm like, oh, well, fuck, I got to get this guy his money back. So I call Apple today, and I'm like, okay, well, the thing's fucked up. I just want a refund for it, you know? Can you get me the refund? And so it's not exaggeration. I was on the phone with Apple for 2 hours, from 1:15 till 3:15 today. And basically the gist of it is they refused to refund the money for this thing. So now I'm on the hook for $4,000. Basically, they say that they legally have to have you return it to the Apple store, and there's not an Apple store within 2 hours of here. And I was like, I don't have a reliable car to drive 2 hours. I don't want to drive 2 hours. I should not have to drive 2 hours for a product you sent me that was fucking defective. You're Apple. You're $1 trillion company. What the fuck? And he was like, I'm sorry, but we can't do anything about it. I was like, is there anybody you could like escalate this call to? And he's like, nope, there's nobody above me. And I was like, how's this even legal? You can't send me a fucking defective product and then make me keep it if I can't drive 2 hours to a fucking store. It's like 4 hours round trip. And it was like, sorry, you're fucked. And so they basically fucked me over, y'all. Apple fucked me goddamn over. So now I got to spend my Saturday driving to Jackson, Mississippi, Ridgeland, Mississippi, which they have a Apple store there. So I guess I got to do it anyway. Jeff's going to come pick me up tomorrow, and we're going to go to the fucking Apple store and see if they can fix this thing so I can get this guy his goddamn money back. So, sorry, Bob. That's why I was so fucking goddamn salty with you about this whole thing. Bob was like, hey, if you, do reviews of products like the Apple Pro, then no one's going to donate to you anymore, because why would we donate to you if you have products like Apple Pro? And I was like, I already told you motherfuckers I was borrowing it, okay? You guys are always bitching. I spent all my time trying to entertain you, working to provide content. Just shut up and enjoy the fucking show, y'all. Anyway, but I'm sorry, I was salty. But I do actually have a review of the headset that I'm about to get to right now. Because I did try it out for a couple hours. And like I said, I have extensive experience with all these headsets, right? This is my current headset. This is the one I use mostly. This is the Pimax Crystal. It is the highest resolution headset that's for consumers. Now, there are headsets that are like $4,000, like the Vision Pro, that I can't afford, that are better resolution. But for consumers, that's the best one for PC gaming. So anyway, how does this one stack up, folks? How does Apple's new greatest technology ever invented stack up? Well, first off, it's not made for games, which is crazy because it's a VR headset, but it's a VR headset not made for games. So you might be like, whoa, what do you use it for? So what is Jeff saying? Jeff's messaging me. Jeff, I'm in the middle of the show, dude. I gotta fucking shut this thing out. That's why you were going to Jackson. Yes, this is why we're going to Jackson. I told you I had to go to Jackson for a reason. That's the reason. Anyway, so it doesn't do gaming. So I'm like, what's it for? What do you even use this thing for? What is a VR headset that doesn't do gaming for? So I tried it out, and I do have to say, it is very cool. Okay, it has the highest picture quality I've ever seen in a headset. It's incredible. It really is. They have this one app where you're like standing there and you click on it, and then it opens a portal to another dimension in front of you. And then these dinosaurs stick their head out of the portal, and you're like, they're right here in your face. You can look at them, and the detail and the clarity of it is like nothing I've ever seen. It's like they were there. That's how clear it was. It was lifelike. How clear it was. And you have all these floating screens everywhere. So over here, you'll have like a web browser. You can scroll Reddit over here. Over here, you have a 3D movie playing, and you can have like windows all over the place. And you like grab them and drag them around to wherever you want them. And you scroll up and down with your hands. And if you want to click something, you just look out with your eyes and you tap your fingers together. It clicks. You don't need no mouse or nothing. So it was very, very interesting, very cool. Not worth $4,000. Definitely not worth $4,000, but it makes me excited for the future, what the future is going to bring. I tried out Disney Plus and some of their 3D movies they've re-encoded specifically for the Vision Pro, and you can pull it real close and look at them, and it's like you're watching like cutouts. It's like the characters in the front are like paper cutouts, and then there's like depth to it. It's really interesting. One of the movies I watched in the Adventures headquarters, you look over and you see notes written by Tony Stark, and you see the Hulkbuster armor and shit, and you see all his armor on the walls, and it's very good clarity, so it does look like you're there. Though it's all gimmicks, because there's no real reason you want to watch a movie in that environment. Like if you're going to watch a movie, you probably just want to watch it like on the theater screen. Like they have where you could be inside of a theater. It looks like you're in a fucking theater. You're looking around, there's seats and everything. It's a big empty theater, and it's like from the big screen. That's the best way to watch, or just like small windows where it's hovering around you. Now, I have real windows. I have a screen over here, a screen over there, a screen over there. So it's less useful for me. But I can see if somebody doesn't have a setup like I have, they might really enjoy it. Somebody asked about the porn. Porn is not available by default, but there are workarounds where you can watch porn on it. I did not try that. I did not get a chance to try that. But Apple is not real big on the porn, so they've done what they can to limit your abilities to watch the porn. But you can still do it if you really want to. Can you have sex? Not with this thing. No one would ever have sex with you if you're wearing this thing on your fucking face. I mean, why the hell would they? It's pretty heavy. They have another band that goes with it. It leans down your face pretty awfully. I was able to eliminate some of that with another top strap on it, which helped out a lot. Other than that, it's fucking cool. I'll give it that. No, Apple is taking us into the future. I was pretty impressed with it. It's not quite photorealistic. There is a little bit of glare, not as bad as the big screen Beyond, which has the worst glare I've ever fucking seen. It's ridiculous. It's like you're wearing glasses, basically, and like the glare that you would get off the glasses a little bit. So it's not like eye quality. There is a little bit of something over your eyes, but still, it's the best they've ever made so far. So quite impressive. They had this one immersive video that I watched. They have 3 or 4 they put out so far. They're gonna make more in the future, but it was about this woman who was walking on a tightrope between cliffs, and it was basically like it's this big round video feed. The edges are like feathered and darkened, but it's in 3D, so like you can look down and see below her, and like you can see past her. And then when they do like the up close pictures of her face, it's like nothing I've ever seen. It's like her giant head was right in front of me, and it was so crystal clear. You can like literally count every one of the pores, every little single wrinkle on her face. It's almost intrusive feeling. It's so clear. It's so giant in your face. So pretty cool overall. I'm looking forward to the future. I think another year or two, prices are going to come heavily down, and I'm definitely going to pick one up. Somebody will knock it off, and it will be $1,000, and it'll definitely be worth it at $1,000. At $4,000, it's just crazy. It's just early adopters. They're the only people that can afford this. The people that are making apps for it and stuff. But anyway, you guys should be excited about the future. It's definitely fucking cool. Remember when the 25 megahertz 486 SS was $1,500? No, I don't remember any of that. I remember Pentium 2. Remember that? Back in the day. And anyway, that is my Apple Vision Pro review. Thanks for listening. How much is the Pi Max? The Pi Max, I think, is $1,300. I think that's what the current price of the Pi Max is. I think it's on sale for $1,300. And it's only worth it. The Pi Max is only worth it if you have a high-end PC. If you don't have like a 4090, don't bother. If you have no high-end PC or a medium-level PC, get the Oculus Quest 3. You don't need a PC for it, but if you don't have a PC, all you can play is the mobile games. And a mobile game is like, the difference between a game on your phone and a game on your PC. The graphics are shit, but you don't need to have it hooked up to anything. So it's still cool. It's just not as cool. But if you have a high-end PC, The Pimax Crystal definitely is what I would recommend. But you have to like have the patience to tinker with it because it is a, I want to say beta product. It's a enthusiast product. Something you have to have a lot of desire to mess around with because it won't often work exactly out of the box like you want it to. But I'm an enthusiast, so that's what I do. It's all about the Pentiums, all about the Pentiums, baby. Weird Al, love me some Weird Al. 8080, hell yeah, I remember the 8080 back in the day. Cheap case for $4,000. Well, that's the case. No, see, this is not the case that came with it. It didn't come with a case. I bought this case specifically on Amazon for $30 because I was scared that I was going to break the thing and owe the guy $4,000. So I got that case myself. Just a little added insurance. I don't want to owe $4,000 for this fucking headset. And all right, let's go and kick the show off, folks. Another slow news week, which I guess good. It's good that we don't have like crazy, horrible things happening. I mean, we still have crazy, horrible things happening. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is still happening. But you know it's a slow news week when I put fucking Tyler goddamn Perry into the thumbnail. That's how desperate I was. But anyway, well, let's go ahead and jump into the Tyler Perry stuff. A little section I like to call, What the Fuck? What the fuck? So the last show I told you guys about, what is it? Sora. It's OpenAI's new text-to-video program that's going to be released in the next couple of months, supposedly. And I told you guys, already told you this. The first thing I said was, this is the end of Hollywood. Because now everybody and their dog can compete with the big movie studios. You don't have to hire actors anymore. You don't have to hire writers anymore. You don't have to hire grips, people do the lighting, cameraman. You have to rent out sets and build. You don't do any of that. You just have to come up with the idea and be patient enough to work with the AI to create your own movie. And everybody will have that power in their hands within a year. 2 years is going to be fucking amazing. And I'm not the only one who recognizes this. Tyler Perry has surrendered to the almighty AI gods. He was building an $800 million expansion of his Atlanta studio, and he's canceled it after watching the Sora demo. He was like, oh my God, I'd be wasting money. Why would I waste $800 million building a studio that's going to be obsolete in a year? And like, that's smart. He's absolutely right. He knows what he's talking about. Mega producer Tyler Perry has put a planned $800 million expansion on his Atlanta, Georgia studio on hold after seeing the capabilities of OpenAI's new model Sora, which lets users create video images from text prompts. Being told that it can do all these things in one thing, but actually seeing the capabilities, it was mind-blowing, he told The Hollywood Reporter. I don't care about his films. Sora's potential impact on filmmaking as we know it. For one, Perry envisions a scenario where the need for filming on location or building sets would be a concern of the past. True. I had gotten word over the last year or so that this was coming, but I had no idea until I saw recently the demonstrations of what it's able to do. It's shocking to me. I no longer would have to travel to locations. If I wanted to be in the snow in Colorado, it's text. If I wanted to write a scene on the moon, it's text. And this AI can generate it like nothing. And he's right, folks. And he's even trying to sort of rally the industry to ban AI, I guess. That's not going to happen. The only thing that's going to happen is maybe that you guys ban it for the movie studios and people like me can still use it, which I am all for. You guys literally will not be able to compete with the movies I make. Imagine that. But anyway, he's like talking about getting together with all his Hollywood buddies and banning AI. I absolutely think it has got to be an all hands on deck, whole industry approach. It can't be one union fighting every contract every 2 or 3 years. I think that it has to be everybody all involved in how do we protect the future of our industry, because it's changing rapidly right before our eyes. I think of all the construction workers and contractors who are not going to be employed because I'm not doing this next phase of the studio because there is no need to do it. If you're worried about them, keep building your studio. You don't seem too worried about them. Seem more worried about keeping your money. It makes me worry so much about all these people in the business because as I was looking at it, I immediately started thinking of everyone in this industry who would be affected by this, including actors and grip and electric and transportation and sound editors. And looking at this, I'm thinking this will touch every corner of our industry, and it will. Hollywood is dead. Okay, this is how technology always is. It always destroys obsolete jobs, and it may not be the jobs that you thought were going to become obsolete. Like, we're all like writers. Writers are something that always exists. Human writers, that's something we should protect. But I'm sorry, like even that, as a writer, as someone who produces content, technology is going to replace all this shit. It's just the way it's supposed to be. It's just the way of the world. Nothing we can do about it. Just fucking embrace it. I, for one, look forward to having these godlike tools in my hands to make my own movies. And maybe I don't have to watch shitty Tyler Perry movies anymore, right? So that's what I'm looking forward to. No more Tyler Perry, and I'm glad he's scared. They should all be scared. And then on What the Fuck? Did you guys see this crazy video? I don't know what this girl was thinking. Clearly, she's high on drugs. But how privileged do you have to be to think you can drive down a street the wrong way and then argue with cops about it for 20 minutes and nothing's going to happen to you, okay? I've never been this high before.
Ma'am, you're going the wrong way. You cannot go this way.
Ma'am, you can't go this way.
No, you're not. You're going to make...
Going to park over there.
No, you're
Ma'am,
not.
you have to back up.
I'm
Please
telling
and
you, you are not. No, you are not. You are going to reverse and go the right way. You're driving the wrong way on the wrong side of the road.
I'm not calling all these people out.
All the what people? Ma'am, your nose on with somebody right now. Please turn around and go this way. Ma'am, there are children on the
Speak to
roadway.
them.
Please make a U-turn and go this way.
Speak to the
Please.
people going the
No,
right
you're in
way.
drive. Please turn around.
Please turn around.
Reverse.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Please reverse and go this way, please.
Thank you, ma'am.
Please go
Ma'am.
that way. Ma'am, we need a car over here.
Yeah.
92085 West Palm. Please get me a car in front of Restoration Hardware. We have a vehicle that's going the wrong way, refusing to turn around.
What an idiot. Just turn around. Why are you arguing with the cops? You're going the wrong way down a fucking street.
We need somebody to come do it.
Ma'am, if you don't move your car when a police car gets here, we're going to remove you from your vehicle and take you to Palm Beach County Jail.
Onto this roadway.
Can I just go?
No, you can't.
Still arguing.
You cannot.
You either go that way,
Where would you
You
like
have
me
to
to
back
go?
up
Okay.
and go the proper way.
step out of the car, please.
It's like too late
Out
now.
of the car, please.
Step out of the car.
What? But I'm white. What? Why are you arresting me?
All right, where's your thing at?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Step out of the car.
Are you out of your mind? You can arrest me.
Step out of the car.
Go down the wrong way if I
Get out of the car.
do. God, you're a fucking idiot.
Right over here.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Just can't fucking believe it. Imagine how sheltered and privileged this woman has been her entire life. Has no clue what the fuck's going on. For what? It's a mystery. They literally warned you over and over again, get the fuck out the road, idiot. Let's skip ahead.
I work for the biggest broker on the island. I'm good.
No one cares.
Go home.
You're not going home.
Dog needs food.
Gotta call somebody to feed the dog.
I'm gonna break from here. I'm gonna break from here.
Are you fucking?
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. I'm above the law. You're wasting your time so hardcore. Imagine saying the cops like they give a shit.
Your time. You're putting me in fucking handcuffs for what?
They told you, bitch.
Like I need to go home. to
You're
my
not going
living
home.
Plenty of opportunities to
No.
comply.
Okay, well then I'll comply. I need to
The
go
officer
home.
gave you at least
I'll
10.
comply now.
No,
Then
the officer
I
is a
came up
dick.
and said for you to go, because if you didn't, you were
Then
going to go
wanna-
to jail when
I
the car
wanna-
got here,
okay,
and
well,
the car got here.
Well, I want to go.
I want to go now. I'll actually
I'm not
obey
going
now.
in the
I'll listen to you now. I'm sorry.
Well,
Now it's
No,
real.
I'm-
unfortunately, at some point we
No,
will.
listen to me. What the fuck are you talking about? Look at the fucking other people over here, and I'm in
No.
handcuffs.
But there, you're looking at the,
So privileged. Talk about fuck around and find out. And she did. Here's her mugshot. Let's have a look. Charges. $784 battery on a specified personnel. Original bond $0. No bond. Apparently she was under DUI influence, no shit, of alcohol or drugs or all of it. So anyway, you're stupid. Enjoy your newfound fame, idiot. And then, welcome to my personal nightmare. Good God, this is my hell, folks. Mosquito invasion in Argentina. I wouldn't want to live on this planet. This is why I'll never do Naked Afraid. I mean, this is not the only reason I'm never doing Naked Afraid. For one, I don't be naked on TV. And second, I'm too afraid. But mosquito, oh my God, no! Why? This is proving there's no God. If there was a God, there's no fucking way he would have made mosquitoes. Unless, you know, he's, I guess, a monster, which I guess is a possibility. But don't live there! You're not supposed to be living there, Argentinians. Okay? That's God's way of telling you to fucking move. Hell to the gnaw with all that. And that is my short and sweet what the fuck. What we gotta say about that? Do we love mosquitoes? Are they our favorite? Dirty, sexy pores. How you doing tonight? You guys got big weekend plans? I gotta drive to Jackson, Mississippi, which is dangerous. I'm gonna get killed probably, but hopefully not. $4,000 ain't no joke, y'all. Nope, nope, nope. I know, right? Noping the fuck out of that. Devil's bug, fucking mosquito. Hell yeah. Only thing I like less than a flea is a mosquito. That's saying something. I'll tell you what I did though, folks. I recently upgraded to the higher priced flea medication. I was getting the cheap shit from Walmart, and the cheap shit does not work. So I went to Amazon and I upped the price level, and it's expensive, but it's so much better. I've only found like one flea on me since I started getting the higher price stuff. So it's a big improvement in my life. Throw money at the problem. What you gotta do? Thank everybody who super chatted me for helping me with that and helping the cats. They're suffering much less now because of you heroes. Take your own water to Port Jackson. I ain't gonna be there long. I'm gonna be fucking in and out. Actually, I'm gonna be in the suburbs. Ridgeland is a suburb of Jackson, so I'm actually go into the dangerous part of town. I used to live there, but that was before it got so dangerous. I used to live in Memphis too, but that was also before it got so dangerous. Lots of cans of... there's not enough off in the fucking world for that shit. The only off is me being off this country. I got Seresto collars for my cats. Things were $50. Yeah, I didn't get that nice. We have 13 cats now. So I didn't get $50 per cat nice. They were like, I think the medication was $20 for the drops. And I think the collars were like $20 each. But that's a big upgrade from the cheap shit at Walmart. So highly recommended if you're having problems. And all right, we're along. Hell yeah. Get your super chats in, folks. But it's time to get depressed. I think you all know why. But raise your fist. Free Palestine! It's my BBC logo BBC made for me. And I got a nice package from BBC. Thank you, BBC. I had a great nap last night. Sofa King. And first off on Free Palestine, Netanyahu unveiled his plans for Gaza's future. And you're going to be shocked, but it's an even bigger prison. He's going to shut the country down even tighter, even more draconian, seal the borders up. For some reason, Israel running an entire country that they had nothing to do with. A whole fucking country that they claim is their enemy, but they're in charge of it now somehow. I don't know how that fucking works. But anyway, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu unveiled a plan for Gaza's future post-Hamas, which includes the complete demilitarization of the enclave, closing of the territory's southern border with Egypt, as well as the overhaul of Gaza's civil administration and education systems, which means he's going to close it all down. CNN has obtained a copy of the plan, which Netanyahu presented to members of Israel's security cabinet Thursday night. It was distributed as a basis for discussion, the prime minister's office told CNN, in preparation for further talks, and comes after Netanyahu faced weeks of criticism for having no concrete plan for post-war Gaza. So yeah, gonna make it even worse. Even more of an open-air prison, if he lets them even return to their homes to begin with. I don't know why it's his decision, but it's a shit world. I guess that's why. Meanwhile, the most undisciplined army in the world, the most unprofessional army in the world, like imagine doing this if you were an American, not an American, so just anybody. Stealing a bunch of strange women's clothes you don't even know and hanging them up behind yourself and then posing in front of them. Imagine what you would be called: weirdo, freak, stalker, all of these things. But when you do it and you're in the IDF, somehow you're a hero. Somehow this is cool and good. Somehow you're the good guys doing this, but just good God, they want us to hate them, and it's fucking working. Meanwhile, even the U.S. intelligence now is saying that Israel's claims that UNRWA was part of Hamas doesn't bear any fruit. Unbelievable. U.S. intelligence casts doubt on Israeli claims on RWA, I guess, UNRWA, Hamas links. Yet the U.S. still cut UNRWA funding and asked other Western countries to do so too, which makes it all the more cynical and frankly genocidal. So yeah, they didn't have good intelligence or information to begin with. Clearly, they just said they didn't. But still, they cut the funding to this aid agency, the number one aid agency in Gaza. The only people really trying to help the starving children of Gaza. But just like that, because Israel lied about it, they cut off the aid immediately. Meanwhile, Israel can literally commit genocide. They can lie continuously about every fucking thing. We still fund them, still send them bigger bombs, 15 billion, no end to it. Which, like I always say, folks, we are the bad guys. We are the most evil country in the world right now. And I guess we have been for quite some time. I just did let myself admit it because I couldn't handle the truth. But I can't deny it anymore, folks. Israel is just an arm of the United States. It's just a middle finger of the United States. They're just part of us now. The evil they do is the evil that we do. There is no difference between the two of us. If we're funding them, if we're sending the bombs, if we're enabling them, we are them. Meanwhile, they're sending threats to all of us who want to stop the child murders. Here's Australian Jewish Association. It is not the 1930s or 40s. We are not asking you to understand us. We are not asking you to love us. We are now simply warning you, do not mess with us, the Jewish people. And they're right, folks. They own us. We are their bitches. Okay? They are the God people. There's nothing we can do about it. Every elected official going to give them everything they want. And if we try to fight back against it, you're going to get fired from your job. If you don't pay taxes to fund it, they're going to put you in jail. Nothing you can do about it. They are right. They own us. They're the kings of the planet. And we are all just their dirty bitches. What can I say? I can't deny it. I can't pretend to believe something I don't. They put their dicks in our eye, and they should. We are their sluts. And they don't have to fucking pay us. We pay them. What a deal. Imagine if the prostitute paid the John. And yeah, after we stole their land, house, and killed their family, they threw rocks at us. That's the entire mentality of Israel right now. Literally, the country of Israel, many times safer than Mississippi. Yet they cannot stop continuously with their victim complex. Case in point, this lady makes me want to throw something at the TV. Guinness World Record level of victim mentality. Now, this is just a thirst trap video. It's like the people that post videos themselves in the gym working out, and they're like, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. But it literally has nothing to do with Jesus at all. It's literally just a way for them to post thirst traps to make people want to fuck them. Same as she's doing here. She's hijacking the Israeli-Palestinian conflict to make it all about her so she can post a video of her looking cute as a thirst trap. So the text says, in a taxi, remembering how I was too afraid to take one for months because I was convinced everyone was Hamas. My hinge date, Hamas. The food delivery man, Hamas. Corkinet, Hamas, yeah. You were so scared of all the things you envisioned and made up in your head. I'm so glad that you got past that. Poor thing. You're so brave and stunning. Meanwhile, the terrorists supporting the terrorist state of Israel were asked about the African refugees. I don't know if you know, but a lot of the African countries are bad and people are trying to get away from them. And I guess they're coming into Israel because Israel, next to Africa. And so They went on interview these people who are protesting against the African refugees to see if they're racist as shit. And guess what?
With so many politicians openly calling to expel these so-called infiltrators and whipping up xenophobic hatred against refugees,
Sounds familiar?
We went to an anti-refugee rally in Tel Aviv, where demonstrators burned an effigy of the mayor for allowing the children of refugees into local schools.
And I'm a member of the Labour Party, and I consider myself left-wing. And I support this struggle because I think it's fair and it's just. They've come here with their practices and with their multitude of problems, and this cannot coexist. They must be removed en masse from here.
So liberal.
I'm here, traveling around.
You present somebody?
Huh?
You cannot get inside.
What does that sign? What does that mean?
It says that kids are no permission to bypass a non-permitted way of staying. It's not, kids are not visa.
So you want them to just stop breeding, yeah?
This is not what I'm saying.
It's literally what it says, use a condom. What other interpretation could you have of that? Stop having children is literally what you're fucking saying here.
If you stay inside the country in a rightful way, kids are not meant to bypass that. This is what we're saying.
But doesn't use a condom mean literally stop having sex? Like stop giving birth?
I don't talk about condoms.
I don't talk about condoms. The sign literally says wear a condom. The gaslighting. They can literally be wearing a sign that says don't wear a condom and tell you, I'm not talking about condoms. What the fuck?
I'm saying you do not
holding a child with a sign that says use a condom.
And their lives have become actually a hell.
Why is that?
There isn't, because
They sound so much like MAGA conservatives in this country. Oh, the foreigners, they've made our lives hell. How do they make your life hell? What the fuck are you even talking about?
have become actually a hell.
Why is that?
There isn't, because of all the illegal immigrants.
What are they doing to make your lives hell?
Crime, noise.
They smuggled through the border and trying
breathing. All these black people, they breathing our oxygen. They are not Jewish like me. I can't believe they want to breathe my air.
to get a better job.
Well, a lot
And then they're saying that they are refugee. They are law defined as refugee.
Do you think that, but I mean, isn't Eritrea like one of the worst countries for human rights in the world?
Actually, Eritrea is a beautiful country.
It is?
Yeah.
I came here to support their struggle.
To support the struggle.
All right, Borat.
Against the Eritrea, the struggle against the Eritrea, to take them back home to Mother Africa.
Why do they have to make our life so miserable? We have enough problems with Arabs and
These struggles against those people, it's not about racism, or it's not about hateness. It's just about that it's not their home. They should to go to any country.
Imagine Israelis shitting on someone because it's not their home. I would try to explain irony to you, but I'm afraid he would try to kill it.
Africa.
it's not racism because I don't see them as inferior to me.
Right.
Racism is when I see someone inferior. I don't see them inferior, but I see them as criminals.
Yeah, they're not inferior to me. They're just criminals. And criminals are just as good as I am, except they're dirty and bad and worse in every way.
And these infiltrators are filthy, and they bring us only trouble.
So what have they done? Tell me about what they've done to you. You said that they...
Look, I've never passed any violence by them, but I especially train on self-defense. I hit boards, trees. Some trainer hits me.
Yeah.
So because I know that someday I will pass violence by them.
They have to go back to the country. They made enough money. Everyone who worked here can be a millionaire there in Eritrea. Go back to your country.
Well, how do you do that, though?
How do you do it? We take them with chains and put them on boats.
Oh, yeah. Let's take the black people, put them in chains, and stick them on boats. That sounds like a great idea. Once again, I'm not racist. Not racist at all. I just want to put black people in chains and boats. Super cool, Israel. Nice. I'm glad we're sending you billions of dollars so your people can have health care while the life expectancy in this country is plummeting. We've lost 20 years of progress in the last 4 or 5 years. Just shit. And yeah, Israel welcomed 7,000 new permanent settlers since October 7th, mainly from Western countries. Many will go on to join the IOF. Soon, these foreigners will be killing Palestinians on their own land. Yep, Westerners from all over the country, all over the world. Flooding in to Israel. I guess they can have their own slice of Palestine soon. Why not? But you guys need to go home, right? You Africans are somewhere you don't belong. This is not your homeland, but Westerners from all over the world can just go kill all the brown kids they want, and it's super fucking cool. And of course, the more settlers, quote unquote, they bring in, 7,000, more and more is going to come. They're going to need more and more land, which is the whole point of killing all these Palestinians. They just want the fucking land. They want to drive all those people. Now, if they could get the land without killing all the Palestinians, I'm sure they'd be fine with that. But hey, they have to kill them to get the land, so they don't actually give a shit. They're going to do that. So that's the whole point. Take their land and give it to anybody from any Western country who just wants to come over and take it. As long as you're not a brown Palestinian, it belongs to you. Seems bad, but what you going to do? They can do it. They're going to do it. They're doing it. And we're paying for it. And hey, I can't even be mad about it anymore, folks. They own us. I bow down to them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I spoke out against my masters. Please, masters, don't put me in chains and put me on a boat. I'm sorry. Please don't. Please don't buy my house, master. Please don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Joe Biden. I apologize. Meanwhile, they interviewed cunt-ass Nancy Pelosi. Her face is pulled back so tight now. This purge mask she's got on. Like fucking skeleton with a thin layer of skin pulled fucking back. So they're asking her about the leverage that Joe Biden might have to stop the genocide in Palestine. And she's like, what leverage? What can we possibly do? Stop sitting on bombs? Stop funding them? Stop vetoing shit at the UN? Literally anything? She's like, well, there's nothing we can do about it. We just got to keep supporting them. Anyway, she gets a little pushback, and watch her just fold.
The White House has escalated its rhetoric pretty sharply last week. Mr. Biden said Israel's conduct of the war was over the top. There are a lot of innocent people who are starving. He said there are a lot of innocent people who are in trouble and dying, and it's got to stop. Can Mr. Biden make it stop?
Yes. Yes, he can. All he has to do is stop funding it. Stop funding it. Stop funding it. It's over. It's over. Say you're going to go to The Hague and bring war crimes against Netanyahu if he doesn't immediately. It stops immediately. Say we're going to go to the UN and we're not going to veto anymore. It stops immediately. 100% of the time. Yes, the guy funding it can stop it from fucking happening, obviously.
Well, we have I don't want to call him Mr. because I've lost so much respect for him.
Then we should stop funding him. She's about to claim that he's not even a conservative. He is a far-right operative. Then why are you funding a far-right operative?
Netanyahu there, who seems to be...
You've lost respect for him.
Long time ago. But nonetheless, he seems to be...
Nevertheless, we still got to fund him forever. Nevertheless, I have no respect for him, but I still have to send him billions of dollars, y'all.
Calling the shots, and he and his very extreme right wing. I wouldn't even say conservative, because that's a legitimate place to be in the world of thinking on the spectrum, but right wing, radical right wing. Okay,
she just said that he's radical right wing. So why are you funding him? You would never fund the radical right wing in America. There's a zero. I don't care who attacked the radical right wing in America. You would have a police action to go find out who did it and arrest them. But you would never directly fund any radical right wing group in America. So how come you're funding a foreign agency, a foreign government that you yourself claim and know is a far-right radical government? Is it because you don't give a shit? It's because you're lying, because you're gaslighting, because you're a part of this fucking evil? Yes to all the above.
Cabinet. So I would hope that hearing from a friend of Israel, as Joe Biden has always been, and all of us have been, that he would respect the lives of the people who are innocent.
That's right, folks. We just have to ask him nicely. We're your friends, Bibi. We're such good friends. We love you, Bibi. Please stop the genocide. Could you please kill just a little bit less babies? Could you please just a few less children blown apart? Please. I mean, we're still going to send you all the bombs you want. We're still going to send you every penny you could ever fucking spend, regardless of what you do. We're still never going to call you out publicly or hold you accountable in any way, but please. That's the game plan here, folks.
Collateral damage in this war.
Collateral damage. That's what she just called. What is it? 18,000 dead children at this point? Collateral damage, folks.
But there are levers that Biden could use, which he hasn't used. There are levers which previous presidents have used when Israel has, in their view, crossed the line.
For example?
For example, this whore, this cunt. I'm sorry to use gendered fucking language, but god damn it. Okay, let me calm down. Like not funding them, like not going to the UN and vetoing them, like threatening war crimes, like standing up publicly and denouncing it in any goddamn way, even the smallest amount. What the fuck are you talking about?
Go back to 1956. Eisenhower threatened sanctions if Israel didn't.
She's like, that was a long time ago. We can't threaten sanctions on Israel. That's crazy, man.
Pull its forces out of Sinai. Reagan, held up delivery of fighter jets over Israel's action in Lebanon. George Bush Sr. blocked loan guarantees because of settlement building.
He did. I was there the day that. Well, you're going back to 56. I mean,
so these levers are there, aren't they?
Well, there's some, but the president has said something about the settlements. He has said something.
Yeah, I mean, the levers are there, but I mean, instead of doing any of that, the president said something. He said something. One time he said something. So isn't that the same thing as action? Oh, would you fucking just go towards the light already? Good God. Fuck!
About the settlements.
But saying and blocking weapon supplies, for instance, are very different things.
It's not. It's a path.
It's not. It's not a path. No, it's not. What the it's just, okay. All right. I got to turn her off because I'm about to just flip my goddamn wig. I hate this goddamn, I hate it now. I hate this fucking country now. I hate the Democrats. I hate the Republicans. I hate every fucking thing about all of this. Fuck everybody who supports this. Fuck everybody who tells me Nancy Pelosi is a good person. Fuck all of you. But one person I don't want to fuck, I mean, I do want to fuck this guy, but not in a bad way, in a great way. South African man eloquently explaining why he supports Palestine.
Yeah, the reason I'm here is my family's descended from all over South Africa. Southern Africa, the tribes came from. In fact, it's worth sort of saying these countries that they became, they were drawn up by white colonial settlers. So we know the history. We know the same governments that sold weapons to the apartheid regime. You can look it up yourself. We know the ones who stole the diamonds. We know the ones who financed every single dictatorship in Africa. Mandela told us that we're not completely free until Palestinians are free, because it's the same struggle. We were called the same names, savage animals. We were also called terrorists. He was called a terrorist by US and UK, which were among the last countries to oppose the apartheid regime. So they should be among the last to tell us which side of history is the right one to be on. And the right one is defending children. 12,000 children, thousands under the rubble in this racist colonial nightmare. It's the duty of all people of color, certainly, to be standing up against this, basically the new version of white supremacy. I'll always stand for free Palestine and free Congo, free Sudan. It's all linked, but definitely this should be a ceasefire immediately.
Hell yeah, king shit right there. And the person in the chat I saw got removed. Thank you, Spanky Weasel, saying Jews are bad. This is not about Jews. It's about the country of Israel. Yes, a lot of the citizens of Israel are bloodthirsty maniacs. But it's not about the Jews. There's tons of Jews, millions of Jews fighting against this shit, protesting, that don't want any of this done in their name. So don't start the Jew shit with me. I ain't ever had no problem with fucking the Jews. To me, that is a nonsensical term. Now, a country that is behaving evilly, yeah, I'll attack a country behaving evilly. But a group of people, hell no. Ain't about that. And let's see what else I got on the Palestinian. Oh, yeah. Mediacy pushing back against Joe Biden's bullshit, his lip service. Joe Biden's like, I won't mince words. The overwhelming majority of Palestinians are not Hamas. And Hamas does not represent the Palestinian people. In fact, they're also suffering as a result of Hamas terrorism. We need to be clear-eyed about that reality. Yet no mention of Israel, no mention of the people actually dropping the bombs, no mention of the people committing the terrorist acts, no mention of the genocide, ethnic cleansing. You are mincing words like no one has ever fucking minced words, you goddamn evil child-murdering sack of shit. Yet no wonder you're not calling out the evil. No wonder you're not calling out the terrorists, because it's you. Look at a fucking Merrill, you goddamn dipshit of Merrill. And approval rating slipped again. President Biden's approval rating has slipped to 38%. Wasn't it 38% before? Near his all-time low in the last Gallup poll. The poll released Friday found that 38% of the respondents approve of Biden's performance in the White House, while 59% disapprove. Seems bad. Seems like if you're running for office, like the presidency, that would be ungood news. For example, 40% of the respondents support his handling over the war in Ukraine, and 30% approve of Biden's response to the war in Gaza. 30% of the people are fucking morons. How can you approve of his genocide? Just horrible, but whatever. I guess Trump's gonna be president again, y'all. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. I'm caring less and less, to be honest with you. I mean, if Trump destroys this country, faster pussycat kill at this point. Like, oh well, I'm becoming an accelerationist. Destroy it all, whatever. Is it Civil War time? Whatever. Like, maybe it's time for this country to fucking collapse. People are like, do you believe Israel has the right to exist? I don't believe any country has the right to exist. I believe every country has to earn the right to exist. And if they're just pure fucking evil, if they're murdering, committing genocide against their neighbors, if they're a terrorist state, then no, you don't have a right to exist. No country that does that has a right to exist. And that includes America at this point to me. I'm just at my fucking wit's end with it, folks. Biden can lose to Haley. He would, but they're too much of a cult to put Haley in. Definitely going to be Trump, unless he dies. It's where we're headed anyway. It seems like it. Seems like the American experiment is fucking over. Time to go into whatever it's going to become next. I mean, just you can't support the Democrats. You can't support child murderers. You can't do it. And obviously, I can't support Trump, obviously. And yes, I know I guess they're the lesser of two evils. Vadim got mad at me for saying that I said, I guess they're the lesser of two evils. But I mean, that line is becoming thinner and thinner and thinner. And all right, moving along, folks. Did I read the super chat yet? I guess I'll do it after the Chud Watch. All right, get your super chat in. Chud Watch. Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chuds and make fun of them. I'm not even going to do a Ric Flair woo this time. Fuck the Ric Flair woo. And sorry, guys, on the Chud Watch. Remember they're telling us gun-free zones are the problem. When a murderer sees a gun-free zone, obviously that's the first place he's going to go to murder people, because he's going to be like, hey, nobody there has guns. They'll all be sitting ducks, like shooting fish in a barrel, and no one's going to have a gun to shoot back at me. That's the first place I'm going to go. We got to get rid of gun-free zones. That's what all the gun nuts were telling us. All the homosexuals, all the conservatives, yet they have gun-free zones all over the place. Here's Mar-a-Lago, where they're using metal detectors to make sure there's no guns. So just hypocrisy all the fucking time. That's all they do, but no one ever calls them out for this. Meanwhile, they asking Laura Trump, I guess she's going to take over the RNC next. She's going to be the head of the Republicans. Asking her outright, hey, do you think that paying for Trump's legal bills is something of interest to Republican voters?
You think paying for President Trump's legal bills is something that is of interest of Republican voters.
Absolutely. That's why you've seen a GoFundMe get started. That's why people are furious right now, and they see the attacks against him. They feel like it's an attack not just on Donald Trump, but on this country.
Well, this is actually a good thing. It's crazy as shit that Donald Trump is in charge of the RNC. He should have nothing to do with it. But the fact that he is, and he's going to put his daughter-in-law at the head of it, and they're going to funnel every single penny to pay off Trump's lawsuits. And we're just getting started on the lawsuits. He's already $500 million down. There's going to be so many more lawsuits against him, folks. He's going to owe $1 trillion, and they are going to funnel every single penny given to Republicans directly to pay for all the crimes he's committed. And it's glorious. I mean, it might seem bad that Trump should have to pay his own shit, but no, this means much less likely Republicans are going to get elected across the fucking country. They have signed their own death warrant. The only thing that can help them at this point is if Democrats like fumbled the ball so bad that they like supported and funded genocide. What's that? Oh, God damn it. Anyway. Then Trump went out and spoke to the national religious broadcasters and basically told them that Christian nationalism was coming, the likes the world has never seen. If you guys ever look at old pictures of like Iran, before the United States overthrew their government and put Muslim extremists in, where the women were all wearing bikinis and it looked like America. That's how modernized and progressive it was. And now burqas everywhere, women out in the ocean wearing burqas. You think that can't come to America? Dream on.
You're the people we want to hear from, the pastors and the ministers and the rabbis. The people in this room are the people we want to hear from, and they have to have a political voice. You know, if you think about it, you have men, you have women, and you have religion. If you look at it.
Well said. If you look at
you have more than the men, you have more than the women. You have such power. But you weren't allowed to use that.
You weren't allowed to. Yeah. When is religion finally going to be able to use their power in this country? I'm tired of religion having handcuffs on and not being able to use that power. I mean, yeah, 9 out of 10 politicians in this country are Christian. 90% of everybody in top positions across the board in this country are Christians. Christians literally run everything. There's a church every 5 feet here, but when are Christians finally going to get their time to shine in America?
Now allowed to use it. I get in there, you're going to be using that power at a level that you've never used it before.
Well, that's very scary because they have used their power to a very high level before. So I guess Christian nationalism, super cool, collapsing America. Then, folks, he gets up there and talks about how he's going to get rid of the Department of Education because there's nothing conservatives love more than uneducated fucking morons. They're terrified of an educated populace because they know the more educated somebody is, the more left-leaning they are. Facts have a left-wing bias, right? So here he is.
We're going to end the so-called Department of Education. We might have one desk, one person, just to make sure everyone's speaking English. Got to have a little bit of regulation, you know. Let's try and keep it so that you can only
You can only speak English is what he was going to say.
That we're going to focus on some English.
Yeah.
But after that, you can go.
Yeah, I wonder why so many racists go tell people to go back to their own country, or they attack Spanish people, Mexicans, for not speaking English. I wonder where they're getting this hatred and this toxicity from. It's a mystery. Of course, when it happens, they gaslight us and tell us that it has nothing to do with Trump at all, even though we can see with our own fucking eyes it does. Meanwhile, I don't even know anymore, folks. I know Biden's old as shit, seems to be off his rocker, but Trump in the same fucking boat.
Taking the parks from children, no more baseball fields, no more soccer fields, no more anything. It doesn't sound very serious. Knocker fields and baseball fields are very serious.
Yeah, knocker fields. They ain't got no more knocker fields, folks. They took all the knocker fields from the kids, and now the kids can't go fill up knockers. I don't know what you do in a knocker field, but I'm guessing it has something to do with boobs.
Their way of life has changed.
That's right, folks. No more parks. The Democrats, us left-leaning people, we took the parks from the kids, I guess. I didn't hear about this. I didn't get the memo that we were supposed to do this, but I'm for it. Fuck them kids. I think we can all agree on that. And then wow, it's actually some pretty good news to see for a change. I cannot believe it, but they're actually pushing back against Donald Trump a little bit. I mean, for the most part, the entire network is just an infomercial for Donald Trump now. But in very small parts, sometimes they push back. Case in point.
Continue monitoring the president's remarks, and I mean no offense to him, or some of you might want to continue hearing, but I did have to say that even though the former president is entitled to his opinions, he's not entitled to his own set of facts. The market has indeed been going up, but having nothing to do with him and everything to do with this aggressive cut in interest rates, or just a hiking in interest rates and stabilized inflation, and of course the whole artificial intelligence phenomenon that has benefited NVIDIA and a host of companies that are making money hand over fist. So that, whether you want to give Biden credit for that, has nothing to do with Donald Trump. Furthermore, he mentioned about gas prices out of whack, $6 a gallon. The national average right now is $3.26 a gallon. He went on to talk about the 2020 election and how that was rigged. This has been adjudicated many, many times, dozens of times. It's been investigated by everyone and his uncle. No fewer than 44 investigations launched, some of them by judges that were picked by Donald Trump himself, that found no evidence of that in the 7 battleground states where most of them were focused. Donald Trump lost each and every one of those states, and no facts or no history that he mentions on the stump right now.
Hard to believe. Fox News actually calling it out a little bit. Never thought I'd see the day. I wish there was more of this, though. And even a little bit more of this. Cavuto calling out Representative Tony Gonzalez, because we all know Biden negotiated with Republicans for this draconian border bill that they were going to sign. They were all for. And then Trump said, no, I want the country to be shit. I want things to be worse so I can get elected. And they're like, yes, Daddy. And they did exactly what he wanted. And Cavuto actually calling him out for a little bit. Watch how he never even acts like he hears the words that Cavuto is saying to him. He never acknowledges the point Cavuto is making in any way. He just immediately changes the subject and goes on to something else.
But Congressman, didn't that package really, I'm sorry, sir, but didn't that package really fail because Donald Trump didn't want it?
Yes.
And many in your party, I'm not saying you are, sir, are scared stiff of the guy.
He
You
is
didn't
scared
want to
stiff.
offend him. You didn't want to tick him off.
Yep.
So that was why it died.
It is, right?
Well, what if I told you, Neil, this is a lucrative topic and everybody wants to just mine it, nobody wants to solve it? That's all fun and games, but what if you're...
That was no answer to the question at all. You literally did not even almost answer what he said.
Eagle Pass or Uvalde or San Antonio or New York City or Boston or Denver or anywhere else in the country, I think Americans have had enough with the politics, and we're not going to wait until a new president.
I love a politician talking about how America's sick of politics. That's all you fucking do. That's what you're doing right now.
Comes to solve it. Let's solve it today. This is
But
something
wasn't that the chance that both parties had, sir, with this interim agreement?
They tried to solve it. You voted it down because Trump said no.
It wasn't perfect, to your fine point, but the fact that Donald Trump didn't like it, many in your party didn't want to fight him. They're scared of him, or he's bedeviling them, or I don't know, he's going to come back and do something horrible I don't know what it is. And that's what blew it up.
Answer, please.
It fell apart, and I'm of the mindset we have to do something today. House Republicans.
We have to do something today. You literally didn't sign the bill. You did the opposite. Just the gaslighting.
We should take a down payment on border security in 24, and we come back for the rest in 25. And I'm committed to not stopping until that happens. And I'll work with anyone as long as it's meaningful. It can't.
No, you won't. You guys will not work for anyone except for Trump. You are all his bitches. And they had CPAC this week. Seems like they have a CPAC every single week. That's the big conservative convention. And this is the world we live in, folks. They put up a picture of a man who literally surrendered. This is a picture of Donald Trump surrendering to the police so he can have his mugshot taken with a text over it that says, never surrender. Words don't have any meaning anymore. It's all fucking nonsense. It's all just so fucking stupid. The dumbest people among us are ruling us. Meanwhile, unsurprisingly, CPAC is all about the grift, yo. ABG always be grifting. Every dollar they can wring out of these idiots, they do. First off, they got woke tears water. That sounds delicious, doesn't it? Don't you want to drink some woke tears? Look at this asshole. Good God. It's fucking water. Diversity, inclusion, and equity. Die! Get your die water. Making America sane again. Then Save America. They got Save America flag chairs with Trump on it. Just whatever they could think of to market. This is America's fuck here, folks. And what the fuck is this? Patriot Mobile. Oh, maybe that's where Ted Cruz dad's works. Because I'd hate for your cell phone service to have a political ideology, unlike them, where they don't have any.
Oh, are you saying this year or last year? Because there would be, wait, like...
Not a good week for Mike Lindell. He came out and said he only has $10,000 in the bank now. They're bankrupting his ass all over the place. He just got another judgment against him that says, yes, he does have to pay the $5 million because he had that contest. Anybody that can prove this information I'm putting out is not from the election, I'll give you $5 million. And a programmer immediately took him up on it and proved that it wasn't from the election. And he was like, I'm just kidding. I'm not giving you money. And then the court said, yeah, you are. And he's like, no, I'm not. Appeal. And the appeals court said, yeah, you are. And then he's like, I'm broke. So. New America. I'll be back. 2024. How to reach clinic workers. Our mission, empowering abortion workers to quit the industry. Oh, my. I guess that's better than bombing them like you guys usually do. They made a game out of the insurrection, folks. I shit you not. This is the country. They try to overthrow the government. End America as we know it. Pinball game. Looks kind of dead. What does that say? It's in your hands. Don't look away. Or release the hostage, pro-Israeli bullshit. Stand in the gap. They're such heroes.
How are you doing today?
Make fragrance kit again. I guess they're selling, oh yeah. Selling overpriced toilet water. Magic beans.
Teeny tiny Tic Tacs.
Teeny tiny Trump Tic Tacs. Cool. Aren't all Tic Tacs teeny tiny? This looks like giant Tic Tacs, actually. But anyway, grift them all. Take every penny you can. I'm all for it. And then, folks, it says this should be the end of the Republican Party because Jack piece of shit Mick literally gets up at CPAC and brags that they tried to end democracy, overthrow the government, and he's saying that they're going to do it again. At any other time period in history, this would have been the end of this guy's political career, his influence. He would have got a lot of pushback, but now is the time where they can just openly say, yes, we're going to overthrow democracy. Yes, we're going to take your vote away. Yes, we're going to end the American experiment, put a dictator in. And conservatives are like, that sounds like a good idea. That's what patriots want to do. Patriots want to destroy the country and have a dictator.
All right, welcome. Welcome. I just wanted to say, welcome to the end of democracy. We're here to overthrow it completely. We didn't get all the way there on January 6th, but we will endeavor to get rid of it and replace it with this right here. We'll replace it with this right here.
Amen. Amen. Get rid of America, say the patriots. And I'm sort of for him for now. Let's do it, folks. Let's become a Christian nationalist country and just collapse into pieces as with Trump as our dictator. Good. Happy to see it. Fuck this country. Just let the evil completely take over everything. Why not? And here's what they're going to bring in, folks. Here's Christopher F. Rufo, the guy behind all the CRT mania. Says, so what? The pill causes health problems for many women. Recreational sex is a large part of the reason we have so many single mother households, which drives property, crime, and dysfunction. The point of sex is to create children. This is natural, normal, and good. That's right, folks. They're going to ban birth control next. They're so worried about white people not having babies, they're going to force you to have them. Gonna have to have your rapist babies. Your daddy rapes you. You gotta have his baby. I don't care if you're 12. You gotta have his baby. No more birth control. If you're gonna have sex, you're gonna spit out some fucking kids, and you're gonna love it. say our future rulers, and I'm good. Good, America. Yeah, good. This is awesome, isn't it? We'll skip that one. Fuck this. Starting to get upset, folks. No, skip that one too. Fuck that. We've already like an hour into the hour and 10 minutes in the show. I said it was gonna be a short show. I gotta get a move on. We're gonna skip that one too. Another Trump supporter. Alabama firefighter Cole Carter has been sentenced to 30 years in prison for sexually abusing 2 children and using them to create child sexual abuse material. And here's his Facebook. Trump! I love me some Trump. I hate those trans pedophiles, gay people. They're all pedophiles. Yeah, projection all the fucking time. And you notice, Tim Pool, never talking about this. You never see a single goddamn person on the right. None of the influencers ever call out the actual pedophiles in our society. They're too busy claiming gay people and trans people are the real problem to actually fight against any of these real pedophiles because they don't give a shit. It's all fake. Meanwhile, a little more good news. Apparently, traffic has plummeted for right-wing sites since 2020. Major hard-right media outlets saw their online traffic plummet in January of 2024 when compared to January 2020, according to the new data from the writing. Town Hall, Washington Free Beacon, and Breitbart have seen their digital traffic plummet a whopping 87% in the 2 years, according to a ComScore data set. Other major drops were registered by the Daily Wire, down 73%, and the National Review, down 71%, yet they're still making movies for millions of dollars. So what does this tell you? They're not getting any traffic. They're not making money off advertising, yet they still have hundreds of millions of dollars. How is that happening? Explain it to me. Well, I think we all know how that's happening. They're being funded by billionaires. The oligarchs are funding all this right-wing media that's being shoved down our throat all the goddamn time, obviously. Jeremy Boring, co-CEO of the Daily Wire, told Mediaite in a statement, everyone is suffering from the Facebook massive shift away from news. Daily Wire is disproportionately impacted because we were built with a focus on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook, who everybody bitches and claims is left-wing, is actually as right-wing as any site ever was. 9 out of 10 every post every day, they get the most clicks and interactions are right wing. And I guess they're trying to stop it a little bit, stem the tide, and they're like freaking out about it. Now our focus has shifted to more premium content. Yeah, like Lady Ballers. So premium, making shitty fucking movies. And all right, that's my Chud Watch. Hell yeah. And I apologize for this quick commercial. Are right wing, and I guess they're trying to stop it a little bit. Shut up, Dusty. Folks, I got a patron. You guys know what Patreon is? It's like where you go and you like donate a couple months, like your credit card. You put your credit card in there and it's like, hey, I'm going to give Dusty $5 a month because I watch his show 2 or 3 times a week and I really enjoy it. I want to support him and the cats. I know he works very hard. I know he deserves to get paid for the work he does. He deserves to have an honest wage to make an honest living because he works hard. Well, if you agree with that, please consider chipping in a few dollars on my Patreon. It won't mean much to you, but it all adds up and it means a lot to me and the kiddies and helps me keep the show going. And you also, as a bonus, get exclusive content available to only my patrons. We do a show every night after this show called The After Party, and there's like 100 hours of extra content. So if you want more Dusty or you just want to support the show, please click on the more in the description of this video, the first link to my Patreon, and sign up for my Patreon. Thank you in advance, and I love you. And all right, let's read the super chats. Boom, what we got on super chats. And Jason Ashby gets 1, 2 Cultist memberships. You rock, Jason. Oop, it scrolled down. Maximus. Cheers, people. Cheer to you, Maximus. Hope you're doing well. Another 5 for Maximus. Shut the fuck up and pass the blunt. I wish I could. I got to wait till after the show. But I'm going to be a sofa king. It's a inside joke between me and BBC. Hit it twice and pass. Fuck that. I'm going to hit it all the time. It's all from me. Mitchell God. Superhero of socialism. Loved Mitchell God. BBC, $50. Apple sucks. They are the worst. The headset is really cool, BBC. Speaking of the worst, what the fuck is wrong with Alabama? Oh my God, don't get me started. IVF is banned. We're going to talk about that a little bit in the after party. I thought they were pro-life, no abortion and no in vitro fertilization, and they are pro-life or not. I'm confused by Christian conservatives. There's no logic or reason to be found in anything that they do, so don't hurt yourself attempting. Carolyn McMickle, $20. Very generous, Carol. Vote blue. Even if we suck, I mean, I will, but I won't do it quietly. I will do it very loudly and angrily. I will let you know every fucking step of the way how shitty this is, how democracy is completely fucking broken if these are our goddamn choices, how everybody should be angry, and how there's only so much this that I'm going to fucking take, and any of us should fucking take before we rise up and revolt against it. You know the lesser two evils, Dusty. Thank you for all you do. By the way, not all boomers bite. I know. Boomers more of a mindset than an actual age, you know. Anybody can be a boomer, even a millennial. Dave! Going to be quietly listening tonight. My fur baby Jax, a best friend to me. Oh, and I can't do the accent now because it's sad. My best friend to me and best big bro to Noah and Kiko took his favorite chewed up rugby ball over the Rainbow Bridge this morning. My heart hurts. Rest well, Jaxie boy. I know how it is, man. It's like losing a kid. I've been there many times, and there's nothing I could say to make it better. But I mean, I know you, and I know that you made their life as good as it can possibly be. They had a life that was far superior than 99.999% of animals on the earth and probably most humans. And that's all you can do is hold on to that thought that you gave them a great life for as long as you possibly could. So, sorry, Dave. Hope you feel better, but we're all here for you, man. And thank you for your generosity. Vincenze B, loving your momentum in 2024. Keep it up. Here's some socialism. Wish me happy birthday. I turned 38. Hell yeah, you 10 years younger than me. You sexy motherfucker. Enjoy it. Leveling up nicely. BBC 10, count up 10. The Dusty memberships. Right on with Valjean, also 10. Superheroes out there tonight. All the love. For flea meds, I need it, Maximus. Thank you very much in my never-ending battle against the fleas. Ticks are exponentially worse than fleas, says Swaggering Cat. Give me $20. The Pharaohs send their regards. I don't ever see any ticks. Oh, you mean like, yeah, I guess if you're out in nature and stuff. But like, there aren't many ticks around here in like the city or in the town. I'll leave it a city, but just stay away from the woods. The Pharaohs send their regards where it's still too cold for any of them. Yep. Well, scratches to the Pharaohs. And thank you, Swaggering Cat. Dominic's plays $20 for the kiddos in memory of my love of my boy Warlock, who I buried today. Man, why is everybody animals dying? He lost his battle with heart, liver, and kidney and thyroid disease. Holy shit, had a lot of problems. He survived by his brother, Arcane. What you do for cats is amazing. Keep up the love. Hey, well, you keep doing what you're doing. You obviously love your fur babies a lot, and I'm sorry that happened to you too. What I just said to Dave goes for you too. I know you did the best you could and gave him a happy life as long as you could, and that's all you can do. So try to be heartened by that. I hope you feel better, Team Oxen. Thank you. Venture Van, finally employed. Here's to celebrate. Woohoo! Yeah, Venture Van. You the man. Keep up the good work, buddy. Matt LaPena, $10. What up, Matt? Didn't I say nothing? I know you're awesome. Lizzie Bennett, $5. Here's a super chat for sharing the South African who supports a free Palestine. That dude is awesome. A very eloquent, awesome voice. Lua Lars, the moon. Law lags tech. AI abusers will exploit film tech for illicit content. On kids abused eventually. How do we address this? Remember, CB27 brain dances. I mean, AI abusers will exploit film tech for illicit content on kids. Not to sound like Vosh. Oh my God, I shouldn't say this, but like, I'd rather pedophiles like make AI content to look at than actually buy real child porn, because the AI porn doesn't actually hurt the kids, and buying real porn exacerbates the problem, makes it more likely that people are going to make real child porn that abuses children. So I actually don't care about that too much if you want to do that, but it's still illegal. So if you do that, they're going to arrest you for it. I don't suggest you do that at all. You're going to get fucking arrested for it. So we have laws in place already that'll take care of that, I think. That's my thoughts on it. And Dan, what up, Dan? Let's go. I'm in Belize. We'll go together soon. Hell yeah. I bet Jeff would like to go. Belize sounds fun. Unfriendly Atheist 66 claimed to be God's chosen people is problematic, and other people may try to test that theory. Free Palestine. Oh yeah, Free Palestine. UA. Am I getting in trouble for the chat for my Vosh remarks? Nope. No one is. Somebody said, ooh. But yeah, think about it though. Honestly, be honest. Would you rather a pedophile look at AI porn of children that children don't really exist? No child has been harmed. Or a real child that has been harmed? Obviously, we can all agree AI far superior, right? It is a hard topic, but I think that's an easy one. And I do not get the pedophile thing at all. Obviously, you're not a pedophile. No, I'm not a pedophile either. I don't get it either. Like, I don't like sex that much less with children. Like, I don't even like children. Last thing I'll do is fuck your stupid child, you know? I don't want your child anywhere around me. That's just my thoughts on it. Happy birthday to my husband. Hell yeah. Tomorrow, donating to the kiddies so they can celebrate too. Love you, Dusty. Keep on, keep it on. Hell yeah. Astronaut's husband. You got a good one there. Happy birthday to you. My only black friend, I can agree with the meme that's going around for Trump. No trial left behind. Keep up the good work, Dust. That's pretty funny. I like that. Both are wrong. I didn't say they were both wrong. I'm not saying looking at child porn that is AI generated is right. I'm against it. I'm against child porn of every type, stripe, color, every type of it. No to child porn across the board. But if you were forced to choose with a gun to your head, AI child porn or real child porn, I think 100% of us would choose AI, right? I'm just saying. But still, very bad and no to that. I'm glad we had this talk. And what else? Scroll up. Okay, here we go. Dusty told me the correct emotion is anger. That's true. If you're not angry, you're not alive. Dusty, I'll be sending you and Ginny some snacks too. Yes! BBC, you're a fucking amazing. A god among men. My new favorite human. Taco Diana Caminista. Shit is tight. But can't let this one go. Thanks, Dusty. Hell yeah. Well, I'll take it. Appreciate you, Toka. Sorry I didn't pronounce your name right. But I love you anyway. Bob Hawk, Cat Drugs. Hey, sorry, Bob, that I shit on you earlier. I was in a bad mood on account of, I told you. But I appreciate you. BBC, 5 more. Doing it right tonight. You're fucking awesome. You're not getting off easy. Psh, I know. I'm going to take shit for that, I know. Boss is just horsing around. I am the horse. Well, then AI could just make an adult who looks like a child, probably a short stack, like a goblin or just normal shit, folks. Short stack goblin porn. I think we can all agree that's hot. Yikes. What else? Keep up the good fight. Thank you, Brian C. You keep up the good fight. NFP me, 499. Hearts to you. And hearts to everybody. Thank you, everybody who was so generous tonight. I appreciate you. And still plenty of time to get your super chats in. We got a little bit of show left. Let's do the trash world. Trash world. A trash world. It's a dumpster fire and it's hellish. A trash world. A trash world. Everything sucks. All the goddamn time in the trash world. And first off, on the trash world, try your rat bitch at it. Once again, folks, this is depressing. You can literally start an account where the only thing you do with your life is to shit on gay and trans people and try to insinuate that they're pedophiles. You can literally build a terroristic audience that calls in dozens of bomb threats to schools, to libraries, and you will be rewarded by the richest man in the world having your back and making sure nobody can hold you accountable for your evil. That is the world we currently live in right now. So apparently Stripe, which is it's kind of like I guess PayPal. That's how a lot of these content creators get paid, make their money. They decided, hey, we don't want to be associated with Chaya Rat Bitch anymore because she is a terrorist who is encouraging other terrorists to do terrorism. We don't like that. So they basically cut her off. They're like, you can't use our service anymore. So immediately she ran to a daddy Elon Musk, who is getting into business with Stripe. They're going to handle some of the payments for Twitter. So Chaya Rat Bitch says, breaking, Stripe disabled my account. They're also holding onto my funds and won't release them. I called and emailed and they aren't giving me a straight answer. This has been going on for a month. Nobody has been able to subscribe to my newsletter and my funds are frozen. Elon Musk, help me, Elon. You're my only choice. You sure you want to partner with Stripe for X payouts? They will just disable accounts if they don't like your views. Doesn't seem aligned with your free speech objectives. He doesn't have any free speech objectives. And then Elon is like, I'm looking into it. Next thing you know, Stripe is pretending like it was all an accident. They were doing it on purpose. They weren't having any morals whatsoever. It was just an oversight. They got a call from Daddy Elon and they caved immediately because the richest man in the world is on the side of terrorists. And they said this issue was unrelated to Liz of TikTok's views. Stripe stands strongly for freedom of speech. We received a complaint from card networks about how their charge descriptions were causing customer confusion. We passed that along. They fixed the issue and they're good to go now. And so Chaya says, Patrick, I was back and forth with customer service for 3 weeks. If what you're saying is true and it's that simple, you need to seriously fix your customer service department. I really tried handling this internally before blasting Stripe. Unfortunately, that's what it came to. And yeah, update. Stripe fixed my account. Took 30 minutes. All thanks to the backlash on X. Yeah, all thanks to calling Elon Musk the richest man in the world to allow you to continue your terrorism. So, depressing, folks. Meanwhile, I am still banned on Twitter. Yeah, the Cult of Dusty account, still banned. That's why I'm using Cult Dusty 1 on Twitter. So, I don't get the benefit of anything. No free speech for me, but like if you're literally a terrorist, support for the world's richest man all day long. This is what she does on her account, folks. This is what she gets paid to do. Posting pictures of trans people. Posting pictures of children. Or posting pictures of them when they're children. Another young innocent girl who destroyed her body because she was sold the lie that changing her gender will make her happy. Incredibly sad. This is what leftism does to you. Transgenderism must be eradicated. And then here the transgender guy is now. Eradicate. She puts over a picture of him. Eradicate transgender people. That's what Elon Musk is stumping for, folks. That's what gets the world's richest man to have your back. And this is the person she's shitting on. Another young innocent girl who destroyed her body because she was sold the lie. She looks so happy. Like literally. She looks a lot fucking happier than Chaya Rat Bitch, who is so miserable. She has to spend her entire existence shitting on trans and gay people and having terrorist threats thrown at them. Who's really the miserable cunt here? He looks so fucking happy. Smiling. Doesn't look like he has a problem in the world. Seems like he's okay with it. Why aren't you? Yeah, he looks really happy, like this says. Looks super happy. Eradicate. Meanwhile, did you guys see this video? This is not really that much of a trash world video. Cop gets caught sleeping. Babe caught me slipping. And Starter tries to put his hands on the guy who calls him out for it, but the guy just clowns the shit out of him. So it turns out being kind of funny. Let's have a look.
How long should we let him sleep? Yeah, wake your ass up, man. Don't touch me, bro.
I hope they do not copyright me for
bro.
this because of this song.
Hands on. Your body cam is not on. You got caught sleeping
Maybe
in the
if I talk
car
over
and
it.
now you touching me.
Why are you recording me? For what
Because it's my duty to. It's called the right to know act.
For what reason?
Because you're sleeping in the car. While you're in that uniform, I can watch you.
Okay.
Why the f would you go hands on with me for, bro? Because you got caught sleeping in the car? You believe I record the piece for no reason?
They're going to copyright me for this so bad. It's already been copyrighted. I hate the system.
Find a new job. We don't need cops like you that go hands on because they got caught sleeping. You don't give a f about your job. You don't give a fuck about the citizens. Go back to sleep.
All right, I got to cut it off because the fucking copyright shit. God damn it, that's so annoying. It's in the background. It shouldn't have anything to do with anything, but now they're going to take the chat off on the side of my video for this. Difficult doing a show like this. But anyway, that's my trash world. Hells yeah. Nice hair plugs. Yep. No sleep till. Rest in peace, Beastie Boys. Aren't like 2 of them dead already? Getting old. This cop is corrupt. They're all corrupt. That's kind of an oxymoron. Mute it. I mean, having the sound was the whole point. So without that sound, there's no reason to even fucking play it. And all right, folks, get your super chats in. Let's do a quick religious bullshit. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Religious bullshit, religious bullshit, religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit.
Boom! And prepare to be shocked, folks. A Missouri jury has found youth pastor John Estes guilty of raping a girl under the age of 14 in the garage of his home. Imagine taking your kids to this man. Paul's ego looks great. John Vincent Estes, 29, former youth pastor of Joplin Church, was found guilty of first-degree statutory rape of a child under the age of 14. He faces up to life in prison. Too good. Castration. Never going to hear this on Tim Pool's show. Never going to hear this on any right-wing show. Meanwhile, you guys know who, what the fuck's his name? Brian Houston is. Brian Houston is the guy who founded Hillsong Church, which is one of the most popular churches in the world. His daddy was a pedophile. You guys might know this from watching this show. And his daddy worked for him, got a huge retirement package, never did any jail time because all of the pedophilia was covered up by this guy, and went on to found one of the biggest church franchises in the world. It's now the church of celebrities. Justin Bieber, Chris Pratt goes to offshoots of Hillsong. Well, he got fired for like sexual harassment and assault and shit. He no longer is the head of the company, but still, big Christian, a big figure in the Christian community. Well, the other day, he was on his Twitter, and he's old as fuck. And like a lot of boomers do, they accidentally search for things in Twitter thinking it's YouTube or Google. So he searched for ladies and girls kissing, thinking it was Google. And it wasn't Google. It was Twitter, and it tweeted everybody he was looking for ladies and girls kissing. So, of course, immediately he was like, I got hacked. I got hacked. My Twitter got hacked, everybody. I'm so hacked. I would never, ever search for ladies and girls kissing. So then one of the people that worked for him immediately got on there and took up for him. Hello, everyone. Thank you for your concern. P.S. Brian's assistant here. I would never lie on his account. I mean, it's like he's paying me. Rest assured, oh, I will, as we are working on discovering how P. Brian was hacked. I have a guess. Our team has ascertained that someone, Brian, logged into his account. It was Brian. From a location within the USA. Is Brian in the USA? We've changed his passwords. Did you change it to something that Brian doesn't know? So here's hoping they no longer have access. Did you take access away from Brian? Please disregard anything that seems out of the normal. Yeah, just disregard it. It didn't happen. Just close your eyes. Monkey see, monkey no do. For your safety, remember, Pastor Brian does not contact anyone privately. Thank God. Thank you. No, thank you, you fucking liar. Anyway, hilarious. Then, did you guys see this one? Pastor Jesse Lee Peterson. For some reason, this dumb ass let H3 call in. Ethan. Knowing that Ethan is going to rag his ass about the fact that so many men have come out and said that he's gay. They've been sexually assaulted by him. Several men have come out and explained how Jesse Lee Peterson loves to suck upon their penis. You guys might have seen my story I did on this. And he also did what the other guy did. He accidentally liked gay porn on his Twitter, then claimed it wasn't him. So Ethan going to call him out for it. Let's see how that goes.
Right, and I'm talking about my time.
So how much time do you have left? Because
and the gay thing is a real topic on my show.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: you are not gay, right?
That's not your business.
Oh, but you make the gayness a lot of people's business when you discuss their.
I make it no one's business. Do you want to act like a man?
Do you live in hell?
Do you want to act?
Do you live in hell?
Man, or do you want to? Hey, look. I put aside my time. I thought you wanted to deal with issues to help folks.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to talk about? Because I don't want to play the woman's game with you.
So, well, let me ask you this, because I know
Do you have any other topic? One last time, you could talk to your brother-in-law Moses about this, and he'll help you deal with that and overcome it.
Jesse, why did you like this? Why did you like this tweet by Your Daddy OnlyFans?
Or forgive your mother. Forgive your mother.
He's giving a thumbs up.
She will.
Jesse, why did you like this post from Your Daddy OnlyFans? Part 2 with Sean Boy UK.
I have no idea
It's
what that
two
is.
men kissing.
I have no idea.
And they're
what
muscular
that
and very bear-like.
They really think that you're like running your Twitter and stuff. Like,
Yeah, I have no idea. what
Really?
Amazing.
Wait, why wouldn't you be running your Twitter?
So why did you?
You really think he
He's
would?
too important.
Are you?
Yeah.
He is.
Well, yeah, obviously, I think he would. He's not that famous. It's not like he's an A-list celebrity. Why the fuck wouldn't he be running his own Twitter? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, he's just so rich and famous. He just has a whole team of people running it. No, he doesn't. It's Jesse Lee Peterson.
What makes you think he is?
Oh, so did you like it?
Yeah, did you like it? Are you gay?
I don't know any. I have no idea.
Bro thought he was cooking
Well,
right
Jesse,
there.
this is important. The people want to know.
Let me.
And I will say, Ethan looked so much healthier. He looked like he was about to die when the leftovers ended. And now he looks like he's recovered nicely.
Producer got real quiet. What, did he like the gay porn?
Self-report.
It was one of you two. Someone fess up.
They're hanging up.
Someone fess up.
That's what you want me to do, so you can say I ran. But you guys said you wanted to talk about real stuff.
This is real, man.
Jesse,
this is a real tweet that was liked.
Jesse,
really set aside
Jesse,
time
in
to
an
be on you,
expose
though,
by the
but
Daily
I had-
Beast, they
I
said that
had.
several men had sexual encounters with you, some as long as 10 years. Is that true?
He's
Say
like, pull the
hello to
plug.
Moses, buddy. I'm out.
I'm out.
All right.
Was your producer?
Oh, he hung up.
Yep.
All right.
So brave. So brave. I guess God didn't have your back. But yes, incredibly gay Jesse Lee Peterson. Had multiple gay relationships over the years. And yet he's anti-gay because that's how he makes his money. Just the worst scum in the fucking world. There's another thing that me and Vosh kind of gotten a little bit of a spat back in the day where Vosh was on the show and then Vosh was wearing his merchandise, wearing a shirt that Jesse Lee Peterson had signed. It was like literally he was advertising Jesse Lee Peterson's merchandise. And I was like, imagine putting on a giant racist shirt and advertising his merchandise and hugging up on him. Why would you do that? And then one more. Oh my God, you guys see this clip? This is gonna fucking piss you off. This old ass pastor basically says that it's okay for a man to rape you if you're dressed sexually. He's gonna tell his whole congregation this, like it's no big fucking deal.
You find more women go in those places with shorts than you will women with pants and dresses put together. Try it. If you got time, try it. Have your boy go up there and try it. Just watch for him. Have your girl go up there and watch for it. And you know, I used to say this. You know, I haven't said this in a long time. You ready? I said, if you dress like that and you get raped and I'm on the jury, he's going to go free. You don't like, do you? I'm right, though. I can't help you don't like it. I'm right. Because, you know, a man's a man.
A man's a man. We don't have any control of ourselves. If you dress sexy, we gotta rape you. We ain't got no choice. We don't have any agency. We don't have to take responsibility for anything. It's your fault. If we want to rape you, we will. And that's just God's way. Just holy shit. Imagine being in his congregation and just sitting there while he says shit like this, not immediately getting up and walking the fuck out. Pure evil. Yeah, what the fuck? I know, right? And that's my religious bullshit. Where's he live? I can Google it. You'd be the defendant? Yeah, probably. I'm sure that's what he's hoping. Somebody else will feel the same way if he ever gets thrown in jail. Another creepy pastor. I know, shocker, right? Where do they find these people? Religion is damaged. Agreed. He preaches to old people. Well, that's no excuse. Disgusting as fuck. Agreed. Terrible. But that is religion. And all right. Beyond parody. Beyond parody. And last chance to get your super chats in, folks. Last section before we do the after party. And Joe Rogan interviewed Kid Rock right after he interviewed Dr. Phil. And I'm just saying, has anybody noticed that you've never seen Dr. Phil and Kid Rock in the same room together? Huh? I have a theory. Dr. Phil just stayed an extra day, changed his outfit. Boom! Second guest for Joe Rogan. That's just smart, Joe Rogan. And then. Oh, yeah. I agree with Rod Filopsky here. Kid Rock leads the Bud Light boycott. And then later, the CEO of Bud Light hangs out with Trump and Kid Rock at a UFC fight. And Trump and Kid Rock call out the boycott. But it was all about principles. Yep. Kid Rock agreed and then recalled meeting Whitworth while hanging out with the former President Trump at a UFC event. He's a great guy. After 5 minutes of talking to him, I'm with Trump. They're in Dana White's green room. I go to Trump. I go, see that dude behind me? I go, that's the CEO of Bud Light or Anheuser-Busch. And Trump's like, you want to go talk to him? Which in my mind, Trump said, you want to go fuck with him? And I'm like, yes, absolutely, Rock added. The Star admitted that once they all started talking, they had a great conversation. And Rock found out Whitworth was a hunting enthusiast. He noted that during the conversations, he invited the CEO out to his place in Nashville. And the Whitworth ended up visiting him. It had nothing to do with the actually cared about the issue. Like everything else, they're just trying to throw their hat in the culture war to get attention upon themselves. And it worked, I guess. Him shooting all those cans, got a lot of rednecks to buy his albums, show up at his concerts. That's what it's always about. Always be grifted. No morals, no integrity, but we should not expect any from them at all. And I like this joke, folks. Pretty good one. So this is Trump's shoe. I think you can recognize it. And the joke is, Reebok is fast, Nike is faster, but these shoes are the fascist. Nailed it. They are. The Trump shoes, they're the fascist. I got to give them that one. Solid joke there, Eric Shoemaker. Name checks out. And then, did you guys see this one? Speaking of the shoes, Fox News talking about how black people are going to love Trump now because all black people like sneakers. Yikes.
Even the sneaker thing. I was on social media last night.
First off, nice hair. This guy sprays his hair, okay? I use hair powder. It's not the same thing as the spray on hair, but this is what it looks like when you spray on your hair. It does not look good. The only time that the hair powder works is you have to have a sort of good head of hair anyway. And then it just kind of fills in a little bit of the thinness. But if you don't have hair, you can't spray your fucking head, or it looks like you took paint and you sprayed your fucking head. It looks stupid. Anyway, continue.
Very interesting as you see black support eroding from Joe Biden. This is connecting with black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. So cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics.
It's above politics.
Culture always trumps politics.
Shoes.
And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever
Trump's
seen.
so
Question
smart.
for you on that point, though.
Yeah.
Will the people that are excited about the sneakers and excited about Donald Trump, will that translate into them going out and voting for Donald Trump?
Translated, black people don't vote.
Anybody willing to put $400 down for a pair of sneakers? Yeah, I think that's commitment and love. It's something.
Right.
Yeah, definitely some copium right there. Yeah, the blacks just love sneakers, right? Hey, if Trump ditches his baby mama, ooh, it's on then. Just racist as shit. Yikes. And all right, that's it, folks. That is my content. We did it. Another amazing show. Wasn't short at all. I am a dirty fucking liar. All right, going to the kitty party here. But let me read the super chat. Syllabus had a fun night. Had a fun night. Also, going to go play me some Balatro. I'm so obsessed with this Balatro game, y'all. Thank you, Dusty. Long time since he tuned in live. But you, some mead, made a good night. All right, I'm going to guess you said long time since you've tuned in live. But you're drunk, and it made a good night. So, cool. I'm with that. I can translate your drunkenness. Jupe, the malignant, $20. Shut up and kiss me. Mwah. Terry from Solar Opposites. I pretty like they replaced the main guy in Solar Opposites, didn't they? Now he has a British voice. That's weird. And, all right, that's all of them, folks. Hell yeah, we did it. I had fun. And more fun to come, folks, on the after party. You know you want to come join. Available to all my patrons and all the Dust Buddies. So go sign up for a patron, please, and help me and the cats out. But now let's do a little kitty party. as we're wont to do on this show. And all right. And for tonight's kitty party, I'm going to play my song, Do It All Again. An original song by Dusty Smith. If you like this song and you want to hear it again, just type Do It All Again, Dusty Smith into Google, and you will find it. Because it's my song. Here we go, kitty party. I knew it from the start. I wasn't good enough for you, babe. I knew it in my heart. But what the fuck's a man to do? Well, goddamn it, gotta try. Better to know than regret, babe. I want you to know that I don't blame you one bit. One single bit.
Still glad I went for it. Still glad I took the shot. Still proud I put myself out there, whether it paid off or not. There's learning in the losing. There's knowledge in the pain. And if I had the chance, I would do it all again.
I would do it all again. Not change a single second. Don't worry about the end. Only care that it happened.
I never take it for granted.
That'd be the ultimate sin.
If I had a second try,
I would do it all again.
do it all again. Not change a single second. Don't care about the end. Only care that it happened. I never take it for granted.
All right, folks, that's my time. I'm going to be back on Monday. If I don't get killed in Jackson tomorrow, gotta see you guys Monday. So be sure to tell your friends about the show. Be sure to leave comments, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell. Go to my Patreon. If you guys want to send me direct tips, PayPal is also in the description of this. Great way to support the show. See you guys then. Love you. And as always, till next time, Logic. Fuck yes. Good night, y'all. Do it all again. Oh, baby, bop, bop. Oh, baby, bop, bop. Oh, baby, bop. Do it all again. Switch over now. Peace out, Big Black Corvette. See you at the after party. Oh, gotta turn off the show for that. Shut up.